This video I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the Nvidia Shield Tablet that just recently came out, and I saw a review of it on Linus Tech Tips and I agree with pretty much everything he said about the Shield Tablet. So the Shield Tablet is basically a part of the Shield family as confirmed by Nvidia. It is not a replacement for the Nvidia Shield portable device, but it is a separate device. You could call it a companion device in some ways. Now, why would you want to buy a Shield tablet? First, let me make it clear that's a Tegra Note. I do not have a Shield tablet, so these are just my thoughts on it and a comparison to the portable and the Note. So why would you want to spend $300 on a tablet that is geared towards gamers? So these views are basically from a gamer's perspective. Why would I spend 300 bucks on a tablet which does pretty much the same thing as every other tablet? I can get a controller with a Nexus 7. I can get a controller with the Xperia Z tablet. I can use that and play games on the bathroom couch, whatever, as long as I have a stand. So why would I buy a Shield tablet? What makes it different? To be honest, nothing. There is nothing different about the Nvidia Shield tablet compared to other tablets. The one difference being it has a great processor. It has a K1 processor, which is extremely powerful. But that kind of invalidates the point. Many games on the Play Store or the Google Play Store do not use that much power. You can play almost everything that's available on the Google Play Store on an Adreno 320 GPU. And even some games on the Mali 400 GPU, which a lot of Chinese manufacturers are using, and most developers are going to aim their games toward the people with the popular devices. You know, they're always going to aim their games towards the lowest GPU, the min spec. That's what it's called. They're going to gear their games towards the min spec. So getting a K1 device right now, at least for a year, is kind of unnecessary since you won't have any games to play with it, except for a few exclusives. Nvidia does have a few exclusives. One of them is Trine 2, but that also is invalidated by the fact that Trine 2 can be played on your Shield portable device. It can play Half-Life 2, it can play Portal. So basically the same games that you would play on your Shield tablet can be played on your Shield portable. Another reason why you should not get the Shield tablet is because you can buy a Tegra Note. A Tegra Note is another Nvidia tablet which pretty much does exactly the same thing that a Shield does, only it does not have a K1 GPU. You can take any controller, pair it up, and use it that way, and it works fine. Another reason why you wouldn't want to get a Shield tablet is that it comes with a very chunky controller. I mean, I don't know if it's separate or you buy it with it, but that controller is not good for retro games or fighting games because it's simply too chunky, and most mainstream gamers aren't going to want to hold that thing. They want something lighter to use. Now, the one argument that you could say is that, well, if I buy an Nvidia Shield tablet, I can always use a controller, an attachable controller like a Game Grip or something similar to a Moga. There are controllers that attach. They're not out yet, but they will be. That kind of also is negated by the fact that the Shield tablet and the controller are two separate devices. They're not a unified device. A unified standard is sadly lacking on the Android Play Store. You could pair up your Tegra Note with a Moga controller. You could pair up your Shield tablet with a PS4 controller or an Xbox 360 controller, but that simply isn't a unified system because an A button in one game might not be an A button in another game, because most developers use controls differently. They use different accesses, they use different buttons, they use different configurations. A Moga controller has games that work only with the Moga controller, and some hit games work only with the hit controls. So it kind of makes it difficult to say that, well, you can buy a Game Grip and adjust it and it's all going to work out fine. It might not work out fine because some games might work, some games might not work. So that is a problem. You don't want to take that chance. Now with the Shield Portable, this is a niche device, but it's a unified device because the controller and the screen are one device. They are going to work together. If a game is compatible with the Nvidia Shield, it is going to work with this controller because it's part of the single system. This is why it works with it works for Apple. You know, they use their MiFi system or what are made for iPhone. That works great for them because it's a unified system. There, unless a developer screws up, you know that your game or your controller is going to work with that. Unfortunately, on Android, we don't have that standard yet. Even though HID was supposed to do that, it didn't. So that's where we are right now. I would say a Shield Portable is a much better device to buy if you're planning to buy an Nvidia device. And if you really want a tablet, there are much better options. You can buy a used Tegra Note or a cheaper Tegra Note. You could buy a Nexus 7. Some of the OLED tabs from Samsung also might work. And if you think that both those devices are too expensive, you can buy some of the Chinese devices and they work fine. You know, they have a little variance in quality, but for the most part, they play almost every single game on the Play Store. They play it fine. You know, it's not much of an issue, and they're pretty cheap too. As Nvidia has already confirmed that the Shield tablet is not going to be replacing the portable device, if you really want to buy something similar to the Shield from Nvidia, I would say wait. There's a good chance they're going to release a Shield Portable 2, because from the reaction to the Shield tablet, it's been pretty negative from gamers. I mean, they've aimed it towards gamers, and I don't think many gamers are going to buy that device. The Shield Portable has done well, I think, for the most part, for a niche audience, and a Shield Portable 2 will just expand that audience, and I think that would be a much better investment for Nvidia and for the consumers. So I would say definitely wait for the Shield Portable 2. If you want a tablet, get a Tegra Note. It does pretty much the same thing. And these are just my thoughts on the Shield tablet. As always, if you like the video, go ahead and like it. If you dislike it, go ahead and dislike it. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment box, so please let me know what you think. And as always, thank you for watching.